Welcome to Cyber Shadows, your go-to podcast for all things tech and security. I'm Emma.
And I'm Jake. Today, we're diving into a topic that affects us all: computer threats. From ransomware to phishing scams, the digital landscape is fraught with dangers.
Absolutely, Jake. It's crazy how reliant we've become on technology, and with that dependence comes the risk of cyber threats. Did you know that according to recent studies, over 60% of small businesses have experienced a cyber attack?
That's a staggering statistic. And it's not just businesses at risk. Individuals are targeted every day. Let's start with one of the most notorious threats: ransomware.
Right. Ransomware is malware that encrypts your files, making them inaccessible until you pay a ransom. It can be devastating. Imagine waking up to find your important documents, photos, and even access to your bank accounts locked away.
Exactly. And the scary part? Even if you pay the ransom, there's no guarantee you'll get your files back. It's like handing over money to a thief who might just disappear.
That's why prevention is crucial. Regular backups of your files can save you from the nightmare of ransomware. But let's not forget about the human factor. Phishing attacks are often the entry point for such malware.
Phishing is a sneaky tactic where attackers pose as legitimate entities to trick you into revealing sensitive information. You might receive an email that looks like it's from your bank, asking you to confirm your account details.
Or a message claiming you've won a prize. It's designed to get you to click a link or download an attachment that installs malware on your device.
And with social media on the rise, phishing has become more sophisticated. Attackers can gather personal information from your profiles and tailor their messages to seem more credible.
That's a good point. It's essential to be skeptical of unsolicited messages and to verify the source before clicking any links. But what about those who think I'm not a target, I'm just a regular person?
That's a common misconception. Cybercriminals often use automated systems to target thousands of people at once. They don't discriminate. Your information could be sold on the dark web, regardless of whether you're a CEO or a student.
Speaking of the dark web, let's talk about another emerging threat: IoT vulnerabilities. With more devices connected to the internet, from smart fridges to security cameras, our homes are becoming more vulnerable.
Right. Many IoT devices have weak security protocols, making them easy targets for hackers. Once breached, these devices can be used to launch attacks on other systems or even spy on you.
It's alarming. People often don't think about the security of their smart devices, they just want convenience. But that convenience can come at a high price if they're not properly secured.
So what can we do to protect ourselves?
Great question. First, always keep your software updated. Updates often include security patches that protect against newly discovered vulnerabilities.
Also use strong, unique passwords for each account. Consider a password manager to help you keep track of them, and enable two-factor authentication wherever possible.
Absolutely, it adds an extra layer of security. And let's not forget about educating ourselves and others about these threats. Knowledge is power.
Speaking of education, what about the role of schools in teaching students about cybersecurity?
That's crucial. Schools need to integrate cybersecurity education into their curriculum. The sooner students learn about online safety, the better equipped they'll be to navigate the digital world.
And it's not just about students. Adults also need to stay informed. Cyber threats are constantly evolving, and what was safe yesterday may not be safe today.
So true. One final point, let's talk about the psychological aspect of cyber threats. The constant fear of being hacked can lead to anxiety and stress.
That's a valid concern. It's important to strike a balance between being cautious and living your life online. Overreacting can lead to a negative experience with technology.
Exactly. Awareness is key, but we shouldn't let fear dictate our online activities.
Well said. To wrap things up, let's highlight a few key takeaways for our listeners.
First, be vigilant about phishing attempts and always verify sources.
Second, keep your software updated and use strong passwords.
And finally, educate yourself and others about cybersecurity. It's a community effort.
Thanks for tuning into this episode of Cyber Shadows. We hope you found this discussion helpful and informative.
Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast with friends and family. Stay safe out there.
Until next time, keep your digital life secure.